All right, you guys, today's workout is a spicy meatball. 21-15-9 deadlifts and handstand push-ups. Now, if you have a kettlebell or an object, deadlifts are really easy to get at. You're gonna work your hamstring, your glutes, your low back. Remember, in the lower body, kind of like the upper body has a push-pull component to it to get most of the major muscle groups, okay? The lower body has a hinge, right? A hinge and a squat. Different movements that will get at the different muscle groups and motor patterns, okay? So 21-15-9 deadlift and handstand push-up. Now, when we are looking at subs for these movements, if you're at home, you wanna remember, okay, I think I see the deadlift is more of a hinge, and you'd be right. So look for a hinge movement, okay? Whether that be like a good morning of some kind, i.e. throwing some weight on your back and bending over with it. That being said, those can be a little tricky on the low back, and people with hamstring flexibility issues like yours truly. Now, if you have a kettlebell swing is technically a hinge, right? It finishes with something in the upper body, but there's that hinge action that happens. It's not a squat. So a kettlebell swing would be an okay sub. It'd be something that you could use. Ideally, we're looking for a loaded deadlift, okay? Using a kettlebell, dumbbells, or a barbell. If you need to get your low back a different way or your posterior chain a different way because you have nothing, Supermans will get at your low back and your butt. You could do some form of hamstring curl, glute bridge up that will get your hamstrings, so you might have to separate it into two parts. If you have some questions on that, shoot me a text or message me or leave a comment in this video, and I'll help you out with an additional modification based on your goals, based on your equipment, and based on whatever other factors you bring up. So you have your deadlift and your handstand push-up. Now, handstand push-up is obviously a push, right? Even if you're pushing that way, you're pushing something away from you. So if you're looking to modify it to some other form of push, okay? So for me, I really like this workout at home if you can't kick up on your walls at home, because one, you might go through it, two, you're not very good at them, or three, I don't know what three is. You don't have a good wall for it. There's too many paintings or pictures or decorations on the wall. Then maybe you can't do it. A great sub, I think, is still push-ups. I think push-ups are great. I think push-ups to some sort of vertical position where you push up and then press into a downward dog is okay. Sometimes it lowers the intensity a little too much. So if you're dealing with no equipment at all, I still think a push-up is a very good option, along with a pike push-up, where you kind of press yourself into a corner or into the edge of a wall so you can get your feet way up and press and press. So that would be a good sub as well. If you can't do that, go with a push-up or a hand release push-up. So 21-15-9, so 21 deadlifts, 21 handstand push-ups, or whatever you modify to. 15-15, 9 and 9. And you're gonna go through that almost as quick as you can. But remember, today's a 12-minute clock. It's not just Diane for time. It's a 12-minute clock, so when you finish Diane, it's just your buy-in to max calories on a skier, a rower, a bike, or max distance run with the remaining time, or max burpees, okay? So, for me, I think calories on one of those machines is difficult, but I don't think it's any more difficult than running. And some of us are trying to prep for Murph. So if you're at home, see it as kind of a silver lining, a blessing in disguise. If you don't have a rower or a bike, feel free just to run, and you'll learn what it feels like to run fatigued, which you have to do in a workout like Murph, which is coming 2 weeks from today, actually. So on Memorial Day, whether you're doing it at home or you're doing it in the gym, you will have some additional prep because of this workout if you run, rather than just the general fitness. So if you guys don't want to run, you live in a place where it's cumbersome, maybe like second, third story of an apartment building, right? Going outside and running is not a great option. Burpees would be a decent option if you can't jump. One thing you can do instead is just do up downs. So up downs is like a no push up, no jump burpee. And it can just be something like this. I guarantee you that will feel like a lot of work. So it's a 12-minute clock, 21 deadlifts. If I'm doing it with a kettlebell, I'm gonna look at keeping the kettlebell on the inside of my feet and straddling it just a tad. If I have dumbbells, I'm gonna move them to the outside to move my feet in just a tad. If I'm in a deadlift position, I'm looking to have my feet directly underneath my hips, okay? Making sure that I'm hinging over and then coming down from there, grabbing, whether it be a deadlift, kettlebell, dumbbells, standing tall. Not standing, I'm standing tall, squeeze my butt at the top. Not standing tall like that, okay? Make sure you stand tall, squeeze your butt, okay? And you finish nice and tall. Your handstand push-ups, you guys should know that on a push-up, it's chest to ground, press all the way back up. When you guys are doing push-ups at home, I know there's not a coach, but make sure you guys are doing them really, really good, because it's only a matter of time before you come in and are in front of a coach, okay? And a coach is just gonna hold you to those standards to make you a little better, right? We don't do those to make push-ups harder, we do those to make you better. So you guys, that's your workout, 12 minutes to complete Diane, plus as many calories on an apparatus, up downs, burpees, or running for distance. I honestly would like to see and hear from you guys how many calories, burpees, up downs, or run distance, how much run distance you get. This is a very interesting workout to a coach like me, or the person who programs like me. I really find these workouts very, very telling about where one's fitness is, where their strengths are, where their weaknesses are. And if you guys want to send me your times, maybe it's your split after Diane and how much you completed afterwards, that's awesome. If you just want to tell me, hey, great workout, coach, that's awesome. I'd love to hear from you guys what you thought about this workout and how you did.